Welcome to solverfy.
So this problem gives us a diagram and asks us to label blood flows starting with the right ventricle as well as labeling the structures in which the blood is flowing. And just as a quick reminder, when we're looking at anatomical structures, the orientation of the structure is always going to be if like left and right will be if you imagine that you yourself own these organs, your left and your right. So anything from here over is going to be left, and anything from here over is going to be right. All right, so let's go ahead and just get started with this problem. So our first job is to identify the right ventricle, and we know that it's going to be on the right side in the lower portion of the heart. So we'll just draw it there. And this will be K, so right ventricle. The blood is then going to be pumped through to the pulmonary artery. So it'll be coming up out of the heart and on its way over to the lungs. And in this diagram, we will label this around here for option 2. And remember again that the body is symmetric. And so this problem has asked us to label both sides of this structure. So on the left-hand side of the body, we'll have C is the pulmonary artery. And then the same structure will be labeled on the right side, which will be O. All right, next, the blood is going to be flowing into the capillaries of the lungs. So both of these are your lungs, left and right sides. We will just label these quickly now on our chart. The capillaries of the lung here are going to be options D and N. I'm just going to call them lungs, but remember these are capillary beds, so when you write out your answer, write out capillaries of the lung. All right, now the blood is on its way back to the heart. So we will draw that. They're exiting the capillary bed. This is going to be via the pulmonary vein. So we'll draw little arrows right now so we won't spoil the surprise of where this blood is going to go, but we will label these structures along the way. So this is going to be option number 4 for both of these guys. And like we said, this structure is the pulmonary vein. So that's going to be option E and also option M, pulmonary vein. All right, now the blood is going to be flowing into the left side of the heart into the atrium. So it'll be going up here and converging there. And this will be spot number 5. Once again, we're just going to label that. This is going to be the left atrium. Left atrium. Okay, now the blood needs to be pumped down into the left ventricle. All right, and for our chart, this is going to be labeled option G. So I'm just going to say left ventricle. All right, now blood needs to be pumped out to the rest of your body. We're going to have some of the blood going to places like your head, chest, and arms. So that'll be going up this direction here. And some of the blood is going to be going to your abdomen and your legs. All right, and the vessel that this will travel through is, and it's labeled number 7 in both places on this chart, is the aorta. And we will label this. So, like we said, this is in 2 places in this chart. The aorta is option B and H. All right, so now this oxygenated blood is going to feed your tissues. Like we said, we have some of the blood that's going into the head, chest, and arms, which is going to be up here. So this one is for head, chest, and arms. This will be labeled with option A. So we'll just say capillaries of head, just for short, but for you to know, this is everything in the top side of your body. And then labeling this for everything going into the abdominal region and the legs will be I. So these are capillaries of the abdominal region and the legs. All right, so now this blood has offloaded its oxygen to all of your body, and it's time to go back to the heart. Coming from the head, chest, and arms, it's going to be going back to the heart via the superior vena cava, or SVC. And we will label this as number 9, and this structure is option J, and we'll just call it the SVC. Now, coming from your legs and abdomen, also going back to your heart, this is the inferior vena cava, or IVC, which is option, oh, I am so sorry. So option J is actually going to be the IVC, and option P is going to be your SVC. And you can remember this because you just think about where it's coming from. So the superior means top, so it's coming from the top, and inferior means underneath, so that would mean the lower part of your body. All right, the last structure that we need to label is going to be the right atrium, and this is going to be the last place that the blood will flow before it recycles back in the heart. And we will label that here on our chart as part L, as right atrium. And now you're ready for the blood flow cycle to start again.